Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 32 of Deadbeat Son with your host, Tré Lamb. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I know the episode's coming out a little late today. Just got just got busy doing, being on the road and stuff. But we're here. This is Tuesday, February 21st. Love is out of the air, all of that gushy, lovey-dovey stuff is behind us now, and the effort that you were putting in, you can go ahead and stop putting in that effort. Just go back to arguing with each other about what you want to eat, and about her friend that you think is annoying, and she doesn't like when you bring that up. It's a good day. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a good President's Day weekend. Did you celebrate the presidents? Did you celebrate them all? I can think of maybe at least one that you probably didn't celebrate. Actually now two. Actually a bunch, man. You probably didn't celebrate Gerald Ford. Did you give any credit to Gerald Ford? Did you give any credit to old Ike, Dwight Eisenhower? You do that? Bet you didn't. He only helped this country win a world war, which, by the way, we may very well be. Everyone's talking about that right now. That we're heading towards World War III. A lot of stuff in the news about Russia and Ukraine and Germany now, and North Korea now too is getting involved. Everyone's getting involved. Everyone's jumping in. Seems like it's heading towards that thing we call war. War never changes. I'm kind of, I'm curious. Actually, certain conspiracy theorists, if you ask them, they'll tell you we're already in it. We're already in. This is World War III. We are in it. Did you know that, Trey? We're in World War III. This is it. And I'm like, all right, well, I gotta go to Target. Do you need something? I gotta get some bananas. It doesn't really feel like it yet. It doesn't really feel like much of a war is happening. Probably does for the people, in Ukraine and Russia, but Americans are really good at just kind of ignoring what's going on in the rest of the world and just sticking to it until we can't. If this is World War III, then I guess I'm like Rosie the Riveter, baby. I'm learning how to use a monkey wrench. I'm working on internet stuff. This is my contribution to the war effort. So you're welcome. It would be crazy though if we got drafted. If we started getting drafted, that would be nuts, dude. People were worried about back in the day. You'd hear people worried about gay people, the LGBTQ in the war. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you're in the foxhole? When you're in the trenches with a gay guy next to you? It's like I don't know. Probably just listen to what he has to say because he's probably gonna be my commander. Or probably just keep doing stick to the objective at hand. I don't give a dang what he's into. We're all thinking about butts. Everyone, every guy out there is thinking about butts. Regardless of what it's attached to, we're just thinking about them. That's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for butts. I'm not afraid of fighting alongside a gay guy. I'm more worried about fighting alongside Gen Z, honestly, because that doesn't seem like a good idea. You want to talk anxiety? You got anxiety? Oh, you're gonna now. Oh boy, you gonna have it now. Oh, you thought you were anxious? You thought you were anxious when you had to get your homework done? You thought you were anxious when you had to pick what you wanted for dinner or you have anxiety, you have depression because you had to take out the trash. Wait until you're dodging mortars, bro. Yeah. Now we're going to be anxious, instead of smoking, everyone back in the day was like smoking cigarettes and stuff like that in like World War II. Now it's just all vaping. That's going to give away our position, dude. We're going to be out there on the front lines in the tundra of the Russian tundra or whatever. And the Russians are going to be like, you smell that? Do you smell that? It smells like peach, mango, pineapple. And you're like, oh, shit, dude, shut up. And they're going to know where we are because, peach, mango, pineapple doesn't grow naturally in the tundra. So I smell guava. It's going to be like that. I can't do Russian. I smell guava. I smell guava. I smell guava in the air. It's going to be like that, and then we're like, ah, damn it. Ah, Jesus. God, jeez, Jason with a Y. You gave away your position. I'm not worried about fighting alongside the LGBTQ, They're worried about gay people in the military, trans people in the military. It's like I think they're going to be good I think they make great soldiers, man. I think cuz they got some anger in them, They got, they're gonna show off a little something, something. Oh yeah, you don't think I could just take that? You're like, yo, this chick is nuts, right? So yeah, I'm not worried. I'm more worried about the Gen Z, dude. Like instead of they're gonna be playing Nintendo Switch in the foxhole, playing like playing Super Smash Bros. Just like, oh dang it, and then. Right, just that kind of thing. The threat of nukes, nuclear war. Russia keeps talking about dropping nukes on us, and it's like, baby, I'm not worried about, these toxic chemicals. Radiation, lead, and chemicals, and chlorine gas. Baby, I've been hitting vapes for, a couple years now. I've been ripping vapes for years, baby. My lungs are already plated with lead. I'm good to go. I have a resistance built, I don't think we're going to get nuked. And then if we do, then I guess that's it. That's the thing that gets me with these conspiracy guys. Is it these doomsday conspiracy guys that it's like, it's gonna happen, man. The government's killing our crops. They're gonna ruin all of our livestock, and we're gonna have no food. And it's like, okay, then what? We just die? All right, then I guess I'll just die. All right. Well, like, what am I supposed to do? Get a rifle? What is having a rifle gonna change about that? Not a lot. Now I'm just gonna have less money to spend on one egg, when it costs fucking $30 an egg. People are complaining about the price of eggs. I don't even really like eggs that much, dude. I like a couple scrambled ones with some Cholula, but other than that, man, I don't care. I don't care. Take your eggs, man. I don't give a damn. I don't know, man. Trans people in the military. I don't know why that was such a big issue. Oh man, that'd be cool, dude. They'd have all this rage, and mixed with the security of knowing who they are now, finally, or getting to express themselves as they feel they have been their entire lives. That's what you want. You want a sound, comfortable, mentally stable soldier next to you, right? Not this guy who's just like, oh my god, Imagine having to deal with your buddy's depression, while you're fighting a war. And you're like, hey, man, no, lots of people like you. People think you're really cool. You always got funny things to say. You always remember, no, you're great, man. You're great. And then it's like you're just raining down artillery around you. Like, no, hey, you're great, man. You do a lot. No, you're amazing. You are amazing. You're amazing. Ugh. I was thinking about this. I think a cool name. I think next up, because these like superhero movies, Marvel and stuff, they've been DC. They've been making the effort to be more inclusive in their movies with their characters and stuff. I think a really cool name for a next up, we're gonna have a trans superhero, right? It's coming. It's got to be. I think a really cool name, and I hope this doesn't fall upon deaf ears here, which is kind of a inconsiderate thing to say. Anyway, just like, oh, great, I hope I'm not talking to a bunch of deaf people. It's kind of deaf-phobic. I think a cool name for a trans superhero would be Dead Name. How sick is that, dude? Dead Name. I'm Dead Name. You know what I mean? Dead Name and their sidekick Triggered or something like that. Or maybe I'm getting triggered. Like the Hulk, instead of I'm getting triggered. I think that'd be kind of cool. It's like you gotta go to a cabin in the woods to track them down. We need you, Dead Name. We need your country needs you now more than ever. And it's like, and they're like, I said I'm out of that. I told you I'd never fight another war again. I'm done. I'm done with that life, And they're like, and then the commander is like, but they're saying that, but a Russian guy said that, But one of the Russians started reading from Harry Potter and quoting J.K. Rowling. They're like, I'm getting triggered. And then it's just like, oh my God, it's Dead Name. Dead Name. I said I was out of that life. I swore I'd never go back to it. And they're like, but somebody called the police on a black family having a picnic. Somebody called the police on them. It's like, I'm getting triggered. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think we should do something with that. Go ahead and tear me up in the comments about that one too. I don't even care, dog. I don't even care, dog. I was in Boise, Idaho all weekend doing shows. They were fun. Yeah, and then when I was not doing shows, I was pretty much just in the hotel watching World War II shows, like Band of Brothers. You seen that one? It's about these dudes in World War II fighting. And what's nice about going on the road, what's tough about going on the road is like when you go to cool places, like when I was in New Orleans, you feel this there's a little bit of pressure to be like, oh, we got to go out and do stuff. We got to go out and there's so much to do. We got to go out and see New Orleans and explore, and then you do, and you're just kind of tired. The nice thing about performing in Boise is there's nothing to do, so I could just hang out and not feel bad about it. Just hang out, watch World War II, and then just say things like, "Wow, they don't make men like they used to. They do not make men like they used to. I'll tell you that much right now." And I'm included in that. Yeah, for sure, I'm included in that. Look at me. Look at me. But it was fun. Sold some shirts. People asked me to sign the shirts, which was wild. I think because of the type of material, that signature is going to smudge right off. But alas, here we are. Selling them anyway, baby. While I was away, though, in Salt Lake City, where I live, it was All-Star Weekend. NBA All-Star Weekend. And it was popping, man. There was so many things going on, so many people, celebrities, all this stuff in town. So there was lots of partying, lots of clubbing, and I missed all of it. I wasn't here for any of it. I was out of town. I was in Boise, baby. So that was a really cool thing about the weekend. And then just hearing stories from your friends after about like, oh dude, we went to this. I heard this one. Oh man, we went to this club, and dude, Post Malone was there. And I got to talk to him. I went up and I was talking to him. I was like, "What's up, man?" And I was like, "Really? What the hell did you talk to Post Malone about?" And he was like, "Well, I was just telling, I told him about like, my business, my new business I'm getting going. I was just trying to like flex a little bit." And I was like, "Man, what a fucking nightmare that must have been for Post Malone." Could you imagine being so famous that just, everybody recognizes you, especially him with the freaking face thing he's doing. Everybody knows you, everybody recognizes you, and how so many of them they're just coming up to talk to you. Not only that, they're drunk out of their minds. It's in a loud club. He's probably drunk too, and all sorts of stuff. And they're just telling you. You're just like kind of, yeah, I own my own business. I own my business. Really, and he's like, what? And it's every fucking day. It's gotta be, right? It's just non-stop with this shit. My buddy was telling me that he was flexing on trying to flex on Post Malone. You're not, dude. You're not. Hey, man, you're not flexing. You're just making an ass of yourself. It's like, I'm glad I'm over famous people. I mean, there are some that if I saw, I'd be like, yo, that's him. But it'd be like Richard Nixon or something, Like, I used to have FOMO real bad. I used to feel that. Sure. Who hasn't? Especially, young people. Oh, am I missing out on that? But in the last, couple of years, last few years, I've lost that, and I've grown out of it. Actually, is the right way to say it, and it is such a joy. It's such a delight to just not care, And I think part of it is from meeting famous people. I've met some really famous people, and they're just whatever. A lot of them are kind of jerks too, and it's really disillusioning. I don't think Post Malone's a jerk. I've heard he's very nice. I've heard he's a very, very nice guy, but it's like, what the hell? I got nothing to say. One time I did that. I did chase a celebrity one time. I was at a comedy festival in San Francisco, and not performing, just attending. That's an important aspect of it. I was not a performer there. I just went, and I was in college, and Michael Che was there, and there was some talk. There were some rumors. I knew a couple of the comedians who were performing, and they were telling us oh yeah, Michael Che is going to this. He's going to be at this club. There's an after party at this speakeasy in San Francisco somewhere, and Michael Che is going to be there. Michael Che is going to be like shit. And I was that guy. I was like, we gotta go. We gotta go. We can't miss out on seeing Michael Che. And then we get there, we get in, and it's just me and two of my friends, and we are just standing in this dark, dimly lit basement where drinks are $30 each, and there's there's probably 40 something people in there, and then there's Michael Che by the booth, and I was looking at him, and I was just like, oh, I have nothing to say to him. I have absolutely nothing to say to this guy. What am I gonna say? Hey man, I like Saturday Night Live. And he goes, huh? I go, yes, never mind. Or even worse, I see this a lot, is I go, yeah, hey man, I'm a comedian too. Oh, what are you doing, man? It's just the this need, and I just felt like such an idiot. I just felt like because I was an idiot for thinking that so I could look at him. I rearranged my entire night. I planned my entire night around just trying to see this guy, and then just to realize that, oh yeah, but I have nothing. Sorry man, I got nothing. I just went up to him and I was like, hey Michael, big fan. And he was like, and then I was like, and I left. And that was it, man. That was it. You know? And that's all it should have been. That's all. That's like the best. I mean, I can't even imagine telling someone I own my own business. Oh yeah, I just started a business I just started my own business. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Anyway. Yeah, once I was able to learn and grasp that famous people are just people with a lot of money, it makes a big difference, man. Help me chill out, and I feel bad for them, honestly. I feel bad for the people who are like super famous, because it's like you can't do anything fun. You can't do anything. They can do really cool stuff, but they gotta go to Greece just to get away from it, you know? I mean, good, yeah. And it's just some freaking, like, they're, you know, some 22-year-old. Oh, Jesus. Just get out of here, bro. Get out of here with that. Anyway. Wonder what Post Malone would be like in the Fox. Imagine being, and that's Gen Z, actually. That's Gen Z. So you're there in the trenches. You know, you're scouting, you're looking to make sure the enemy isn't advancing, and then you think you see something, and the guy next to you is like, dude, I met Post Malone one time, and you're like, would you shut the fuck up, dude? I met Post Malone. Dude, did you see Post Malone? Oh my God, Post Malone's gonna be, just shut up, man. Here, take this vape. Shut up. I don't know, man. So I hope I get drafted. And make me a real man, you know, turn me into a man, put some hair on my chest. Just spending just months and months. Well, I mean, there are women in the military now too, and have been for a while, but, you know, I guess that's a whole other thing, but, anyway, merch, like I said, merch is going to be on sale soon. I'm going to put it on the website. I'm going to do a nice little photo shoot, do a little merch drop. And then, so look out for that. You can order it. It'll be made to order. This week, I'm going back to Idaho. I'm going to Rexburg, Idaho. That has a population that is 97% Mormon. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know if I have to keep it super clean on this show, and we're going to see how that goes. I'm not going to swear. I'm not going to do naughty stuff, but I still think it's going to go bad. I really do. So look out for that, folks. I'll let you know how that goes next week, and then I'm back in town doing a couple more shows. So yeah. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. If you live in Ohio, if you live near that train that derailed, just try to get out of there, because those chemicals are real bad, you know, unless you vape. If you vape and you're around there, you're fine. You've built up an immunity, and you have nothing to worry about. You know, you've already got the lead in your lungs. That's a big thing right now, is that train derailment, because it's not getting a lot of news coverage. They're like, what is happening? Is this an attack? Is this an attack on the country? No, what I think is that it was carrying a specimen, some sort of like Venom from Spider-Man, or like just it's carrying a bad guy, you know, some super villain like Loki, or, you know, whatever, pick a bad guy. The Joker, you know, was on there, and it got derailed, and they escaped, and now we have to call someone to help fight them. And who are we going to call? Dead Man. I'm Dead Man. I'm Dead Man, and you're dead, man. And they're like, did you just use gendered like? You've just been triggered. You know what I mean? Something like that. I'm dead. Oh, no, not dead, man. Dead name. I'm dead name. You know who we got to call for that? Dead name. I'm dead name. I'm dead name. And you're dead. Man. You're like, did you just... I don't know if dead name would use a gun. I don't know if dead name would use... probably just prosthetic... Maybe like a, I don't know, wrap you up in a trans flag and instead of spider webs, and then, put a equality sticker over the bad guys' mouths. I don't know, something like that. That could have been funnier. And that's how we're going to end it. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Kind of a quicker one today. Keep an eye out for the merch drop. It's going to be coming soon. And then... clips all the time, of course. I'm on tour with Ryan Leader. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing Denver, we're doing Salt Lake City, we're doing California, which is LA, San Francisco, and I think San Diego we're doing again. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll be posting about it. And if you're in the area, buy tickets. You can get tickets on my website. There's a link on my Instagram too for tickets, but yeah, so whatever you got to do to get them, and look out for the rest of it. All right, take care everyone, and we'll see you next week.